Indictment. Why not actually continue with the contempt proceedings? Why does he get to do this on his terms, on his timeline?
He's carrying the contempt by agreeing to come in. And all what he's agreeing to is sit for a deposition. And I truly believe that that's all that Hunter Biden is going to do is sit in the deposition and assert his Fifth Amendment rights. Because there's not a defense lawyer worth his salt that's going to let Hunter Biden go through a full deposition when he's facing a bunch of felony and misdemeanor charges, period. That's it.
Randy, I want to switch gears a little bit. Yesterday, Judge Chutkan announced that she may delay Trump's trial date in federal court in D.C. It's currently scheduled for March 4th. If the Supreme Court, I would say, rejects actually his claim that he was he had presidential immunity, because then he would need, or his attorneys would need, extra time. Obviously, a delay helps Trump from a campaigning perspective, but obviously he hopes that the Supreme Court gives the nod that he did have presidential immunity. How do you see this playing out?
Well, certainly, I think the prevailing point of view is that the Supreme Court is going to reject the presidential immunity claim and come out from the standpoint of that the former president was not acting in his official capacity. But of course, the bigger issue is the long game here. And if in fact it is true, and it is true, that the delay plays into the former president's hands, because certainly if he is reelected or a Republican is elected, you can say goodbye to that and any other federal criminal prosecution of the former president.
Dwane, I want to shift from D.C. now to Georgia here, and I want to talk about another Democrat legal attack on the former president here with that election interference trial. We're talking about Fani Willis, okay? She has accusations of wrongdoing, Fani Willis does, by Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's requested the state criminally investigate Ms. Willis for corruption, but Georgia Governor Kemp, get this, dismissed the Congresswoman's request. Why do you think he's done that? And I know down in Georgia, they do have an oversight kind of board, a committee that keeps tabs on DAs down there. And when you look at this case and see what she's done, bringing her quote unquote boyfriend into the mix and paying him here, I think there's a conflict of interest.
And there probably is a conflict of interest. Judge Kemp, or Governor Kemp, there's a process for disciplining prosecutors in that state. And he's just trying to stay in his lane and let the process play out. Now, the process usually takes a long time, and he has come out and said that he wants it expedited, but he's trying to stay in his own lane, because while he probably could do something about it as governor of the state, they set up a process for it, and he wants the process to play out.
All right, we're going to leave it there. Dwane Cates, Randy Zellen, thanks for joining us. And Ben Weingarten, stick around with us. And you know, Bob, it's interesting because Fani Willis, ever since all of these allegations came out,